Today on 2015 Ram 2500, you're going to be taking a look at, I'm going to show you how to install the Timbren Suspension Enhancement System for the rear axle. Part number TDR-TT3500E. They're designed to reduce body roll and sway when your vehicle is loaded. They're also going to work independently for off-center loads. Brackets are going to be custom fit brackets for the vehicle. They're going to be no drill, no weld installation. These are also designed to take the brunt force or jolting out of the vehicle as it bottoms out. The two springs are going to have an 8,000 pound load capacity. Keep in mind that does not increase the load capacity of your vehicle. You always go by the manufacturer's recommendations on the load limit of the vehicle. We need to take a measurement to find out what our normal ride height is without any weight in the back of the vehicle. What we're going to do is we're going to measure from here straight down the center of the wheel to the ground. Here at the back wheels, we're right at about 43 inches. Now let's do the same thing with the front. Here at the front, we're at 40.5. Now it's a good idea to take note of those measurements. Now we've added about 1,500 pounds to the back of our truck. Let's go ahead and take that measurement again on the front and the back of the vehicle. Again, center of the wheel to the bottom edge here. Looks like we're at about 41, so we've dropped our back 2 inches. Let's take a measurement of the front and see if our front raised. It looks like our front is about the same at 40.5. Now, that's only with 1,500 pounds on it. If we add more weight, the front of that is going to raise up more. What that's going to do, cause our headlights to raise, not facing the road. It's going to make our steering really light. It's going to affect our braking, and it's going to make our tires wear unevenly. With a heavy load in the back of the vehicle, and without a suspension upgrade, what this is going to do, it's going to cause our rear axle to make up for what our suspension can't handle. It's going to put unnecessary stress on our rear axle, causing issues down the road. First thing we need to do is we need to raise up our vehicle and let our axle hang. On each side, we're going to have a bump stop. We're going to have a bolt on each side. We're going to take a 15mm socket. We're going to remove those bolts and remove our bump stop. In your kit, you're going to have 2 of these. You're going to have 2 of these, and you're going to have 2 of these. If you notice, these have a flat side and a rounded side. On the top side, they have one of our bolt holes that's going to be cut out. We're going to pre-assemble our spring first. The rounded edge is going to be facing the inside. That's how you're going to know which one goes on which side. Flat side is going to face out towards the tire. We'll take a 9/16 socket. I'd put a little extension on if you have it. We're going to have a long hex bolt in our kit and a flat washer. We're going to insert that in the bottom of our spring. You'll see the large hole up through the hole in the spring. Put the spacer on, and then we're going to thread it right into the top. Go ahead and tighten that into place. We'll take our one factory bolt, one of the factory bolts that we took out. We're going to put it on the very rear hole of this plate, and we're going to slide this into place. And we'll take our other bolt and we'll thread it into the front hole. Then we'll tighten them into place using a 15mm socket. Then you're going to repeat that same process on the other side of the vehicle. Now we'll take another measurement now that we have our springs installed. If you remember correctly, we were at 43 inches normal ride height before our springs and before weight. Once we add the weight before the springs were installed, we were at 41 inches. We've actually brought the back of our vehicle up a ½ inch. Now, even though we can't make any manual adjustments with these springs, once they're installed, there's no maintenance, but it's going to greatly reduce the amount of stress that our axle is taking with the heavy load. That'll do it for a look at and installation on the Timbren Suspension Enhancement System for the rear axle, part number TDR TT3500E on our 2015 Ram 2500.